Hi, and welcome to Storytime with Nicole, brought to you by Literacy House Tutoring. Today's story is a Christmas story. It's called Colin the Meat's crossed out. Colin the Christmas Pie. This story is written by Colin Buchanan and Carla Martell. I'm really excited to read this story for you today. It is December already, and everyone in my house is getting excited for the holidays. You'll see him at the footy game or at a family dinner. He's a tasty pastry classic, a chunky lunchtime winner. If you are feeling hungry, it's so hard to pass him by, for everyone really loves Colin the meat pie. He's flaky on the outside with a tummy made of stew, and the baker's always busy 'cause she always bakes a few. But when it came to Christmas, Colin gave a sigh, for nobody at Christmas wanted Colin the meat pie. Poor Colin. The fizzy drinks and eggnog stuff was just about all gone. They'd run right out of custard, they'd sold the final prawn. No chips or dip or buttered buns or tins of fancy biscuits. If you could cook or eat it, they were buying it for Christmas. They snaffled up the goodie bags, nuts and salty nibbles, pretty shortbread Christmas trees with raisins in the middle, little chewy doodads for when all the guests arrive, but no one even gave a look at Colin the meat pie. Colin's looking quite sad. Poor Colin. There were turkeys in the window, but they didn't stay for long. By 5 o'clock on Tuesday, all the Christmas hams were gone. They bought the fruit in boxfuls. You should have seen them buy. Soon everything was gone, except Colin the meat pie. The shop was shut. The door was locked. Christmas was tomorrow. And there was Colin the meat pie, filled with meat and sorrow. That means he's really sad. Sitting in his shiny tray, he could not believe that he was left alone and cold on this sad Christmas Eve. Can you see Colin in the window? He's there all by himself, poor little guy. But late that night, when all was still and the silver moon shone dimly, Colin woke to hear a noise coming from the chimney. A cloud of soot, a ho, ho, ho. And from his little shelf, Colin the meat pie could see Santa Claus himself. "Oh, dearie me," said Santa, as he saw the empty shelves. "There'll be no Christmas dinner, not for me or for the elves. The presents are delivered, but I've left my run too late. It'll be a hungry Christmas with no dinner on my plate." Poor Santa, he's going to be hungry. And that's when Colin the meat pie knew what must be done. If Santa needed helping, then Colin was the one. "No worries, Santa," Colin said. "There's nothing more delicious than a hunky, chunky hot meat pie to fill you up this Christmas." Santa was so happy, and they headed on their way. Off up to the North Pole, they flew on Santa's sleigh. And every year since then you need to get in quick to buy Santa's favorite Christmas dinner, Colin the meat pie. He looks much happier now, doesn't he? Oh, yeah. Well, that is the end of our first Aussie Christmas story for this season, but there will be more, so make sure to come back and check. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.